everybody, this is Donna Irvin and I'm back from my Big Tip Friday, and I'm actually doing a video recording today because I don't know, my Facebook Live has just not been working right and I don't know why. So I apologize last week if you guys couldn't view that. I know it was cutting out all over the place, so I don't know how much of that you got, and I do apologize. So anyway, it is so hot here today. I don't know where you guys are in the other part of the country, but man, where I'm at, it hit like 108 yesterday or the day before. I mean, we're not used to this kind of heat out here. In Albuquerque and New Mexico, Arizona, it was like 118. I mean, it's been unbelievably hot. So anyway, with that being said, it's just been one of those days and one of those weeks, guys. But today I wanted to start out with talking to you. Well, let me recap last week. Last week I went over the 3 proven strategies to overcome, instantly overcome, gaining your momentum and getting things like that. And so I gave you guys tips, and like I said, I don't know how much you heard, but this week I want to talk about how to stop procrastination from standing in the way of your goals. And I know procrastination is a problem for everybody, some more than others, and I just like to get some tips for you guys to help with that, because as entrepreneurs we tend to want to sometimes procrastinate on stuff we don't want to do but needs to get done. So let me begin. One of the biggest obstacles standing in your way is actually procrastination. One of the challenges is getting out of your own way. You've got to really, really work on procrastination. And I'm going to give you a little, I'm reading from a little thing here, so I'm going to give you a little doctor's visit from the doctor. And the patient walks in and he goes, "Hi, doctor. Man, I really need to see you. I have to say, I've been feeling like not so great. No matter what I do, I can't get anything done." The doctor says, "What do you mean?" And the patient, "Well, I mean, I start a project or a chore and then get bored and I get tired of it. And, well, I just tell myself, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow." And the doctor says, "Sounds like you have a procrastination problem." And the patient's all, "Really? That's weird. I did say I would do it tomorrow." Doctor says, "Yes, you did, but the old saying, tomorrow never gets done, right?" Patient, "Well, it will get done. Yes, I will do it. I will do it." Doctor, "Let me guess, tomorrow, right?" Patient's all, "Yeah, that's what I just told you." But the doctor, "I don't understand why I can't seem to get things done." Well, the doctor says, "Okay, clearly you need some real help here. Don't panic, there is a cure. Let's look at ways we can kick this problem." Patient, "Oh wow, I've been in denial all this time. I am a procrastinator?" "Yes." "Oh my gosh, cure me, doctor, cure me." Okay, at this point you're probably laughing because this is a little, skit between a doctor and a patient. But procrastination is a serious matter. Now, we actually don't go to our doctors for procrastination, but it is a serious matter, okay? It can literally, and I'm talking literally, it can destroy your life, it can destroy your relationships, it can destroy your business, all aspects of your life. And if you don't stop procrastination, it's just going to stay this one vicious circle, and you'll never have the productivity that you want in your business or in your life for that matter. So there's some 6 mindset challenges, mindset secrets to whip procrastination in the butt. And this actually helps. Number 1, let's go look at this, guys. Number 1 is, a lot of people go, "Oh, I don't feel like doing it." And I have to admit, especially on a hot day like this, you don't feel like doing anything, right? The person is not interested. If you're not feeling like you're interested in a task or the project at hand, you tend to want to put it off as long as possible, going, "Oh, I'll do that later," And you wait to the point till it's almost too late. You wait until you're in panic mode, and what turns out to be this little tiny little problem or challenge down the road you end up waiting ends up being this huge ordeal that causes you lots of stress, lots of anxiety, and it can put a strain on everything in your life. And number two is laziness. Now, I'm not saying that once in a while you can't kick back and like just be lazy and not do anything. That's not it. We need to take a break every now and then. What I'm talking about is perpetual laziness. And obviously the word is pretty much self-explanatory, right? And that tends to, when we're lazy for a long period of time and we keep putting things off, it leads to failure and it brings about procrastination. And again, the vicious circle. And number three is, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, these are the problems with procrastination, okay? And then I'll get to the mindset challenges, or the mindset on how to avoid that and start working more productively. Number four is fear of failure. And that's a big one. Actually, I personally think that's probably should be a number one instead of four. People tend to say, yeah, they feel like if they failed at something, they feel like quitting, they feel like giving up. And that does lead to procrastination because they'll be like, you know what, I don't want to feel this. I failed at it before. I'm just not going to do it. I'll wait until another time. Okay? And you don't want to, when people tend to have failure that happens to them, they don't want to put in 100% of themselves. They don't want to give it their all. They just give it a little bit and, okay, that's enough. I'm going to go back into my cute little comfort zone. And that's one of the things that really is a big killer for most people. And number four, I can't do this because I don't know how. Okay, a lot of people say that's a really awesome excuse for most people. And we've all done it. I mean, I have done the same thing in certain areas of my life as well. And people who think they don't know how to do something, they never go the extra mile to try and see if they can do it. So that one you'll hear that a lot from people. Well, I don't know how to do it. Okay. And number five is to avoid pain. A lot of people, pain comes in all sorts and sizes. It's not just physical pain. It could be mental pain, emotional pain. It could be anything. And procrastination is actually a good cover-up for that because they don't want to feel the pain from, whatever doing. And a good example of this is, I'm going to pick on exercise for a little bit. A lot of people will not want to exercise because they go, oh, it causes so much pain, it hurts, oh gosh, They do all this whining and complaining. And I mean, if you can't exercise for medical reasons, that's a whole different story. Okay, I get that. But if you're just wanting to start an exercise program and you sit there and go, oh, I don't want to feel the pain, well, how are you going to get anywhere? How are you going to get healthier? How are you going to lose weight? So you got to really ask yourself these questions and really go deep in yourself and figure out where your procrastination is coming from. And number six is a lack of organization. It has been proven that if you have a lot of clutter in your house, if you have a lot of clutter in your mind, in your business, that is really going to cause you to procrastinate because you don't know where to begin. You don't know how to go about decluttering your life, and that can be a really big issue. So those are just some popular excuses for procrastination that I have come across and I've seen people do. And now I want to get into the mindset secrets, the things that will actually help you to combat procrastination. And what I want to do is, first of all, this is a little assignment, and I know this video is going to be a little long, but I wanted to really go in deep with this with you guys so it can maybe help some people. And first of all, I want you to grab a pen and paper. Wherever you're at, grab a pen and paper and the best thing to do is get yourself away from distractions. In other words, turn off your little cell phone, stop playing on Facebook for a little while, take just a few minutes, okay, and turn off your TV, get yourself in a zone where you can concentrate and you don't have mind clutter going on. And what I'd like you to do is write down all the reasons you believe that you procrastinate, okay? And I know this is hard, okay? It's not an easy thing because we tend to not want to think that we don't want to see the reasons why we're procrastinating. But like I say, if you're gonna grow, guys, if you're gonna grow, and I'm gonna be a little bold here, if you're gonna grow, you need to take down your ego. You need to take down and pull up your big boy panties. I don't care. You need to do that within yourself, okay? And you need to write down the reasons why you're procrastinating, okay? And nobody needs to know about this. This is just you. Only you need to know about this, okay? This causes you to be 100% truthful with yourself. That way you don't feel like there's judgment. You don't feel like you're getting judgment from somebody, okay? That's why I want you to do this in a quiet place by yourself, all right? And so like what I want you to do on the left side of the paper, write down your reasons for procrastinating. And on the right side, give a reason for the particular procrastination. For an example, let's say, I don't feel like doing it, okay? Well, what is the reason or the task? What do you not feel like doing? So a good example would be, I don't feel like doing this. Your reason or your task would be maybe cleaning out the garage. Okay, that garage has been sitting there for years looking really terrible. And you know you need to clean it, but you're not. So write that down, okay? And then maybe you want to avoid pain, okay? Maybe it's like, well, I want to avoid pain. I want to stay in my comfort zone, okay? Maybe a reason or task that you need to get out to help you get out of that, like the example I gave a while ago, you're wanting to exercise, but you don't want to feel the pain, okay? Well, the thing is, if you're wanting to exercise, you will be feeling some pain. But that's the only way you're going to grow, okay? And I'll give you one last example. I said this a while ago, I don't know how to do this. For example, maybe you want to build a blog for your business, and you don't know how to build a blog, or you don't know how to do the content, or what to write about. So your procrastination, your excuse is, I don't know how to do this. Well, a task that could be to help you get out of it is go on Google, look up how to do a blog, look up how to do content. We have all the answers right here on the internet, guys. If you don't know how to do something, research it. And take imperfect action. In other words, don't sit there and research it until you're blue in the face. Research it until you think you know a little bit, and then implement what you learn right away. Don't just sit there and go, oh, well, I need to read this book first. And no, read a little bit, implement. Read, implement. So you can build a blog. Will it take some time? Yeah. Okay, but that's just an idea. So write down all that and the tasks that you need to do that you're procrastinating on. And I want you, from that tasks, the tasks that you write down on the right-hand side that you're procrastinating on, start to build a to-do list from that, okay? And write down all those items you've been avoiding for the last day, the last week, the last couple of years. You will probably end up with a really large list, so don't get overwhelmed, okay? It's not like you have to complete it today, but write down everything you need to do, okay? Then what you do after that is you go either use your cell phone, your calendar, your handwritten calendar, your tablet, whatever you use for your scheduling, and start scheduling these things in. Now, there is a limit to that, okay? I don't want you to guys just take from your business and start scheduling in all these busy work tasks and then say, oh, well, I've been so busy with my business, but you've been cleaning out your garage, you've been working on the yard, not that those things don't need to get done, okay? You need to prioritize those things. What is the most important thing you need to do right now that's going to get you to move forward, okay? Because we can fill our days with nothing but busy work and get absolutely nowhere in our business. And I've learned, I know this from experience, guys. I sit there and I've done the same thing. I build my day around busy work. I've done this. And then I go, wow, I've got nothing done on my business, but I've been busy all day. Okay. It's going to take time. And I know this is a lot of information I am actually giving you today. You might already be overwhelmed, but just know, okay, that this is not something that happens overnight. This is a learned skill. You have to take imperfect action. You have to do little bits of stuff at a time, okay? And so that's kind of a tidbit. That's just kind of some tips for you guys on procrastination. And you want to set a deadline for your stuff. Like, say you want to build a blog for your business, okay? Set a deadline for when you want to get that blog done, or maybe the content, set a deadline for the content you want to get done. And that'll kind of keep you accountable to yourself. If you can't keep accountable to yourself, have someone, find an accountability partner. Find someone to keep you on track. For some people, that is a great help. So stay focused on the task at hand and just try. I know it's hard, but if you do these things little at a time, you will start to really beat procrastination, okay? And give yourself a consequence for, like, say you don't get something done. For example, you don't get the blog set up by the end of the week, okay? Then you have to say, like, the consequence would be maybe you fast from TV for a week. Oh my gosh, I just said something terrible, didn't I? I said, if you don't get your blog done by the end of the week or the end of the month, you're going to give yourself a consequence of not watching TV for a whole week. Oh my gosh, you cannot live without your shows for a week. Okay? Oh my gosh, it just can't happen. Well, to avoid that consequence, what are you going to do? You're going to get your blog done, right? Because you don't want to have that consequence, especially if someone's holding you accountable. If you have your spouse, a friend, a relative, whatever, holding you accountable and you don't get it done, guess what? You don't get to watch TV for a week, okay? That right there is going to teach you to stop procrastination. If you start getting yourself consequences for your actions, yes, you will stop, because you don't want to miss that show. Maybe you don't want to miss Flash, or you don't want to miss, Supergirl, or whatever show you guys are into. Well, okay, there's your answer. You take care of the task at hand. All right, so I hope this helped. I know this is a bit long, guys. It's longer than my normal Big Tip Fridays, but I felt like I needed to really get this out there to you guys, and I wanted to be really dead honest about it, because I know in my own personal life, procrastination has held myself back, it's held my family back, and I've seen it hold people back to the point of literally destroying their entire lives till the time they die. And you know what? We only have one life to live. We can't sit there and procrastinate all day, every day, because tomorrow, what if tomorrow never comes? Or you get to a point in your life where there's a tomorrow, but maybe you're not in the health to do it anymore. Maybe things change. Things can change in a blink of an eye, guys. And I know this. So even I've seen it in my own family. Things have changed. They can change literally overnight. So take this to heart. Be honest with yourself. And go out and really try to work on procrastination. Okay? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to sign off for now. And I thought next week... actually, you know what? I didn't even write next week's down. But that's okay. I'll send out a... yeah, exactly. I'll send out a face art on my excuse me, guys, I'm losing my words today. On my fan page, I'll send out what I'm going to talk about next week. But it'll be really good, so I think the heat is getting to me, guys. Okay, I'm going to sign off for now. You guys have a really good weekend. Try to stay cool. If you're in a place that's hot, try to stay cool. And I will be talking to you guys next week. All right? Okay, love you guys. Take care. Goodbye, and have a great day.